we're really blessed to get to keep doing this. And like I said, we got a new record that's coming out in December. Hopefully, Lord willing, and the river don't flood, as we say in the South. I'm going down next weekend to write the last couple songs of lyrics to finish them off. And it's been a really interesting time because I don't know how to write a song. I really don't. I just try really hard, and then these songs end up showing up. And every time we write songs, like, we always get the music done first, and then I just get terrified that, like, I won't think of anything that's, like, wise or cool or smart enough to say to keep up with these songs that God's given us, and I feel like I'm going to let everybody down. And every single time I end up in this place where I'm just praying, God, I'm just screwed if you don't show up. And I've been learning a lot lately that God loves to keep me off balance because I have to lean on Him. And I think a lot of times when we go through hard times in our lives, we're like, as soon as something bad goes, we're like, God, you gotta come fix this. Like, my life's kind of messed up right now. And He's like, remember that time you prayed and asked me to help you grow closer to me? Well, the thing that's in the way is you. And I was reading recently in this book called The Normal Christian Life, which I saw that and I was like, oh, I need to read that book because I don't know what that is. And I want to know. And it's by a guy named Watchman Nee, who's like one of the, thank you, yeah, Watchman Nee, right? He's one of the spiritual fathers of the church in China over the last 100 years. He died in prison because he loved Jesus and he wouldn't take it back. And he was saying that he met this elder believer when he was a younger man, and he asked him what he was learning. And this elder guy said to him, he said, I'm learning that I can't do anything apart from God, apart from God's grace, apart from Jesus. And Watchman Nee said, oh, that's clever. Do you really mean that you can't do anything? And the guy was like, of course not. I don't mean that, like, not literally. Actually, the guy told him, he said, I've learned that I can do almost everything apart from God. But I see in the Bible that God says that that I can't do anything apart from Him, and yet I see that I can do all this stuff apart from Him. And so here's what I've come to learn. This old man said, all this stuff that I can do without God, all this stuff I work so hard at, is just a big nothing to God. And I've been realizing how often I try to live on my own strength. And even when I think, oh, I've got it figured out, God's just like, it's nothing to me. It's just a waste of your life. You see, God never intended for us to live alone. He never intended for us to have a separation from that relationship. And I don't know where you're at tonight in this room. I know there's people that believe, there's people that don't believe, and there's people that are wrestling with their belief. And I'm sure there's people in this room that think they know what's going on. And I don't want to claim to know everything. I don't even want you to believe what I believe. I just want you to meet who I know. Because I believe if you meet Jesus, you're not just meeting someone who knows the truth. Jesus said He was the truth. And I'm realizing more and more that God's trying to strip me away of everything but Himself. And then my life is so much simpler and so much more beautiful because I just say Jesus and wake up every day and say, God, where do you want to go? Let's do that. Let's do that to the day you let me die. And then I can live with you forever. See, no matter how much you think